Hello, I'm about a minute early to make sure that my sound and everything is okay. So, hi there, Carol. Well, things are pretty busy during the day, as you can imagine, but um, we're getting a lot accomplished and working on getting my dad's house cleaned out. So, it's going okay. Thanks for asking. So, hello, come on in. I'm going to give it a minute before I get started. I'm about a minute early, or a few seconds early now, and trying this live and see how it goes. So I'm hoping that my Wi Fi is strong enough and that we will get through both of our projects. So I'm excited to be here sharing with you this evening. So if you'd like to say hello, I'd love to hear from you and just comment. Hey, Kathy. So, okay, it looks like everything's going okay. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Okay, let me see. Where are we? Is it 7 o'clock yet? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock. So, welcome. I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm so happy to be here sharing with you this evening. I hope this sounds okay. So, if you can give me a heads up on that. I've got all of the devices going, and so that I can run the show smoothly, hopefully. And we're going to be looking at two projects tonight. But first, I'm going to go over a couple of things, and I want to show you a card that I found at my dad's that was sent by one of my team members as a thinking of you, get well card. And so I thought it was special in it. And it kind of ties into the layout of one of the cards that I'll be making this evening. Okay, so make yourself at home. Get you something, either a cup of coffee or something cool to drink, and let's have some crafting fun. Okay. All right. Hey, Melinda. Hi, Sandy. Okay, good. Great. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here to my desktop and talk to you a little bit about my promotions this week. So I'm going to try to move my iPad out of the way. There we go. Okay, first of all, for this week, this is kind of crooked. Okay, for this week, I am showing these two cards tonight on this YouTube Live, and I am going to send you the kits for both of these cards if you place a minimum purchase of $35 or more before shipping and tax using this host code by the 7th, which is Sunday evening. Okay, and if you place a $50 order, okay, you will get a bonus surprise kit, and you will also get to choose a free celebration item because, right, we're in the middle of celebration still. It goes through the end of August. And so I'm happy to say Stampin' Up! Has added some new goodies to the selection. Two of the items have sold out, and let me share those with you. It is, let's see. And all of these items are just while supplies last, so don't wait. Okay. Hey, Connie. All right. These cards have sold out. Let me get my pen. I need to mark that out. Hey, Susan. Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay. Those are sold out, so you can't get those free with a $50 purchase anymore. And oh, I am so sad to say these have sold out, no longer available. This was super popular. And hi, Jean. I was, because of everything going on, I wasn't able to share this, and I'm sad about it. But I do still have the stamp set, Trees for Sale, that's in the mini, and I'll be showing you that soon. So anyway, this is no longer available. The rest of the items in here are. Plus, Stampin' Up! Has added some current product, 3 embossing folders, brushed metallic cardstock, the Flowers of Home dies, the Dots and Spots die, craft gift boxes, this silver foil pack, which I have to say, These two are probably my favorite on here. They're both free with a $50 purchase, free with a $50 purchase, and these are great for the holidays, okay? And then the Daffodil Delights, I was going to say Daffodil Delight. The Daffodil Dies are free with a $100 purchase, as are the Aspen Tree Dies. And I think all of the dies are with a $100 purchase, and then the rest of these are free with a $50 purchase. So anyway, lots to choose from now. So just if you need help, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you with your order. All right. Now, let me move that out of the way and show you what we're working with. The Ringed with Nature bundle is what these two cards are made with. They're simple in style, but they're very easy to recreate. So I hope you'll take this idea and make lots of cards with it, because we're in that season now where, you know, we're thinking about holiday cards, right? I know I am. And so just look for a design that would be easy to replicate and then go for it. And so I hope these will inspire you. So this is on page 62 of the Stampin' Up! Current mini catalog with our beautiful copyrighted dies from Stampin' Up! And then I'm using the coordinating Rings of Love Designer Series paper, which is free with a $50 purchase right now. This is available again. It's a great 12 by 12 pack of paper and so many uses. Okay. Hi, Marilyn. All right. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you that card I mentioned. Here it is. Okay, this one is from one of my team members and virtual online friends, Cindy Cooper, that she sent to my dad. And do you see how we have this background of this striped foil and then this single strip going across? That's the idea for this same layout we're doing on our first card, okay? And it's a fun idea, and you're going to see how I use my designer paper on top of this strip. Okay, ready to get started? Thank you, Cindy, for that card. All right, here we go. Okay, here's the first card. This, I have a cardstock strip, okay? So let me show you. And this is what you would get in your kit with your $35 minimum purchase. Okay. 5.5 by 8.5 of thick Whisper White. Hey, Cindy. I used a scrap piece of mint macaron to cut 2 of these dies. This is from the Coordinating Ringed with Nature dies. You would need about a 3x4 piece to cut this inner ring, okay, for this, but you'll get all this cut for you already. And then one of these tree ring die cuts, I should say. And I used a 4.5 by 6 piece of crumb cake to cut that out. And I'm going to show you how I did that with the die, and the die and the embossing folder. This is a 2 by 5.5 strip of mint macaron, and look at that beautiful embossing folder there. It's gorgeous. Okay, now let me show you this. This is what they call a hybrid die cut set. I believe that's what it's called. You know me and these names. Tree rings dies, and then you get the embossing folder with it. And you see this large die right here? Okay, so what I did is I took the die, and I've got the cutting edge up. I put my 4 by 6 piece of designer crumb cake cardstock, and then I cut it out. Okay, so let me get that straight, like that. Then I ran it through the Stampin' and Cut Emboss machine, and then I got all of these little die cuts right here. Okay, so I have extras of these that I've saved. And so it's great, and it's beautiful, and I love it. It's the first time I've used one of the hybrids. Okay, so that, and then this is your kit. Okay, so you've got all your cut and embossed cardstock, your die cuts, and the little ribbon bow that you can put to embellish. I'm using a different ribbon. I was out of this petal pink ribbon, and so I used a different one there. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, so how's everybody doing this evening? We worked at my dad's all day, every day this week, and I have to say we have really gotten a lot done as far as going through papers. And my dad wrote so many little notes on so many little tags of paper, so I had to make sure and read it all so I wouldn't throw anything important away. Okay, so I've matched my corners of my basic white cardstock, and then I'm going to give it a good crease with a bone folder. Okay. All right. So there we have that. We're going to make a landscape style card, which this is called a portrait style. Okay. This is landscape. All right. So, okay. I don't know how I did that. Okay. So now let's see what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take the embossed mint macaron 2 by 5.5, and that is going to go just across the middle, just like that. And I'm not tying ribbon around there. You're just going to put the ribbon on with a mini glue dot. So I can go ahead and put this on. So let me get my liquid glue. And I like this glue for many reasons, but first of all, I use it on embossed pieces so that it can get in those little crevices and you can get a good stick. Also, it gives you a little wiggle room when you go to place your cardstock down on your project, and you have a minute or so, or a few seconds I should say, to give it a go there. Okay, this is the first time I have done this. I don't see where I'm live on YouTube. Or y'all, I guess you're watching me on YouTube. You have to be, right? Huh. This is so new to me. Okay, let me see. Okay, I guess you're seeing it. I am not. So I guess it's all okay. All right, here we go with this. And so now let's get my designer paper. This is some of that Rings of Love designer paper. I'm using this brush stripe, kind of a plaid looking. And I'm going to put that just right over top here. Okay, so when you get your kit, this is what you're going to do. It's easy peasy to put together. When I see a card that I like, such as this one, I try to write the dimensions down in a little notebook so that I can recreate it very easily. But truth be told, many times I'm with my ruler, like measuring the different pieces. Okay, Melinda, thank you. It's my first time really to do it like this. So, all right. So there we go with that. And now we're going to work with the rings. Okay, so here we go with this, and you can see the little notches match up with the notches on the ring. Okay, and so that's going to be mounted over top there, but first I'm going to stamp on this piece. But what I want to tell you about this and the brilliance of Stampin' Up is with, okay, so here are the dies. Okay, here are the little leaves. Okay, and then you have that big ringed piece that I cut, and I got the crumb cake rings. And then you have these separate little dies that are sized just right to overlap and fit over these after you get them cut out. Thank you, Susan. All right, so I'm going to do a thinking of you sentiment in, I'm sorry about that, Chrome Cake, no, soft suede ink. All right. Going to ink this up. And let me double check this again. Just like that. So I'm going to stamp thinking of you just to go across, just like that. And when you stamp, remember, don't rock your stamp. If it sticks, pull straight up like that, okay? So you don't smear. All right, I can close this now. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this so I don't lose it. So hopefully things are going to be settling down a little more for me. I am still in Southeast Texas, but I do have some upcoming events online that I'm excited to share with you very soon. Okay, now this is going to go here, but I have some embellishments that go behind. So here are these little leaves and branches, and I am going to glue them behind, one in the right, upper right, and one in the lower left. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see. I think to keep it a little neater, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus in both areas. And I'm going to take this and just mount it, and take this one and mount it below like that. All right, and that makes it really stand out from that plaid behind it. Okay, so now I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, which one of my granddaughter Mia's favorite. And they're not an embellishment, but she likes putting them on projects. Oh yeah, let's use some of those, she says. All right, so push in the middle and it helps the paper come up. Okay, super easy. I've seen some pick up the paper with like your paper piercing tool on the end of the take your pick, but I like to do that because it just keeps me from getting out another tool. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, kind of in the center. Simple enough, right? But super cute. A good way to show off your designer paper. Let me get the trash out of the way. All right. So now I'm going to take this petal pink ribbon, and this is so soft and pretty, and I'm going to put it right there. Okay. And use a mini glue dot. It's kind of odd to me not being able to see this on YouTube, but oh well, if it's working, that's great. Okay, so now we're going to add a few of these little festive pearls. Let me get this out of the way for now. And I'm just going to use some of these. I believe they're referred to as the soft succulent color, but I thought they went well with the mint macaron. And so I'm just going to use 5 of these. Put 3 in this upper corner. And this, I don't have a take your pick tool here in Texas with me. And I just got an order in today, and I forget to order it every time. Do you ever do that? It's like those little things like glue or glue dots or dimensionals, you forget to add them to your order. Yeah, those are those must-haves. Well, I keep forgetting to add the take your pick. Okay, so there is our first card, and I'm leaving the inside of this one blank so that I can use it however I need. It could be a sympathy card, it could be a get well card, it could be a birthday card, okay, or just thinking of you. All right. Okay, so there's our first card. So let's get started with the second. And I'm going to kind of move some things out of the way. So if you're just joining, hello and thank you for being here. Go ahead and say hello in the comment section. All right. So the next card is a fun fold, an easy fun fold with a belly band. I'm going to use different ribbon tonight, but it's like this. Okay, and it is a Christmas card. My first one of the season, y'all. I think. Yeah, I know it is. No thinking about it. Okay, let me show you what you'll get in your kit to create this card. A 5.5 by 8.5 piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. 1 3/4 by 11 of Poppy Parade. This makes a belly band. Karen, yes, I'm glad somebody else does that. Okay, I have 2 pieces of this poinsettia designer paper, and it is also in that Rings of Love designer series paper pack that you can get for free with a $50 purchase. And you know, if you buy the Rings of Love bundle, it's $53, so that would qualify you to get this for free, and you would make lots of these cards. Okay, it's 2 by 2 times 5 3/8, a 4 by 5 1/4 piece that for the inside of the card, a 1/2 inch by 4 strip that's for the sentiment. You'll get one of these, what do they call them? Deckled rectangles. It's these from the annual catalog. Let me see if I can get it open. Those with that pretty little wrinkled or deckled edge, I guess you should say. I have that in crushed curry, and then one in basic white, and then some of this evergreen ribbon tied in a knot, okay, for our embellishment. All right, let's get started. I'm going to use my Simply Scored scoring tool to score this. And what I'm going to do, I like to always do the easy way as far as measurements are concerned. Okay, and let's do this. And I am going to just go ahead and score this at 2 1/8 from one long end. I'm going to turn it around and score 2 1/8 from the other end. Okay. All right, let's move the Simply Scored out of the way. And then we're going to take this and fold it in. Fold it in. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and do the inside of the card. So let's get this 4 by 5 1/4 piece. And you can do whatever you want to embellish the inside. You can put a strip of designer paper. You can stamp a sentiment, whatever you want to do. But I decided to go ahead and put one of the poinsettias in the lower right corner just to tie it into the front. So I'm getting 3 colors of ink: Evening Evergreen, Poppy Parade, and Crushed Curry. First, I'm going to go with my Poppy Parade. Stamp. I should have my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath it to get a better image, but I kind of like that. Okay, let's close that for now. And then I'm going to use one of the leaf stamps from the stamp set. And ink these up. So I just kind of scatter these. Oops, I missed altogether. I should get my pad, Lisa. There's better. All right. Let's do another one. Okay. All right. Let's close this. And let's go ahead and glue this to the inside of the card. Just like that. Enough room for your message or your sentiment, or you could even put a little photo inside. A lot of times for Christmas, I will just choose a photo either of the grandkids or a family photo, and I'll get them printed like at Walgreens for in the 2x3 size, or I'll get a 4x6 and cut it in half, put two together, but I get the wallet size, so to speak, and it's just the right size for a Christmas card. Okay, so now we're ready to go there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and stamp on this so it can be drying. And I'm going to need that poinsettia again. And now on this one, I'm going to get a little piece of scrap paper, put it underneath, because I'm going to stamp that in the corner. And when you stamp like that in the corner, the whole image does not have to completely be onto the piece of cardstock that you're using. So I want to leave room for some leaves. So I'm going to stamp that just like that. Okay. And then while I have my Poppy Parade out, I'm going to take this 1/2 inch strip and the Elusive Sentiment stamp set. Here it is. And I'm going to ink this up. It says Merry Christmas. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that, and then I'll be finished with my Poppy Parade ink, I think. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to cut that in a minute, but I just wanted to get this ink out of the way. All right, then let's get this little deckled rectangle back and do our leaves. And oh, I forgot to do the crushed curry on the inside. I can still do it though, for the center of the poinsettia. The poinsettia is such a classic symbol for Christmas, and we've had several poinsettia stamp sets, but they all are a little different and give you a little bit of a different look. I'm going to come down here, put this underneath. So see, most of the leaf will be stamped off, but you still get that look of the greenery. Okay? I probably can put another one. Let's go for it. Okay. I think I can put this away. Now let's get crushed curry. And stamp that in the center there. And then I'm going to do it on the inside, since I forgot. There we go. All right. Inks can get out of the way. And let's see, we got this. We've got our crushed curry to layer right behind it. I'm going to get that ink everywhere. Okay, so that's going to go there, and I can go ahead and apply that. And then we'll work on the belly band. The belly band is a fun closure, easy way to close up a fun fold card, just by wrapping the cardstock around. Thanks, Kathy. All right, so now I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to go ahead and get my designer paper on the front. So here are these two strips, okay? And then we're going to put those on each side of the front. So let me go ahead and put those on. Cappy, how are you feeling? So let's see. Okay, here we go. Connie, you got your tree light dies? Yeah, if you got those, you're really lucky. I mean, they were super popular. All right, let's do this. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, now we can take our 1 3/4 by 11 strip, and the way I like to do this is super not so technical. I just take it and I center it in the front, and then I take it while the card's closed, okay, and then I'm going to just bend it slightly like that, and just give it a little press with my fingers, and come around with this side and do the same thing. And you don't want to put it too tight, but you don't want to have it too loose either. Oh, good, Cappy. You want it to be able to slide on and off. Okay. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus because it's going to, I won't have to wait for it to dry. You can totally use your liquid glue. I'm probably going to need a little bit more, so I'm going to put one on this edge, this top edge. You just don't want to glue it to the to the card. You want it to slide on and off. See there? Isn't that cool? Thank you, Karen. All right, so now we have this that we're going to work with. And so what I did here, that's that 1/2 inch strip. So what I'm going to do is just take this and cut it apart. So I'm going to cut right in the middle of the Merry and the Christmas. This is a good technique to use and super easy. When you have a sentiment that's too long for the area that, see how that would have been too long? And you just cut the words apart, okay? So here we go. Bam. Now look. And it can extend beyond because you have your belly band there, okay? All right. Let me get some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we'll put this piece on our belly band. I think I'm going to put 3 on this one. Has anyone decided what they're going to do for Christmas cards? I haven't. Of course, you know me. I always have like 5 of these, 6 of these. It's like I want to make all these different kinds of cards. And speaking of different kinds, if you like kits, Stampin' Up! In the kit collection has a new Christmas card kit, and I love it. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Wait a minute. All right, let's take these off. I'm going to put the Merry on first. Anyway, we have a new Christmas card kit in the kit collection that looks dreamy. I love it. Okay, I'll put this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put Stampin' Seal Plus, like just right across here. And on this Seal Plus, I prefer the Plus to the regular Stampin' Seal. See how it has these little ridges? It just has a good grip. You can pull here if you don't get a good roll or grip the first time, and it's super easy to use. Okay, It's a little different than our old retired snail, and I think that's what some people have trouble getting used to because the movement is a little different. It's almost like you have it perpendicular to your paper. Oop. All right, let's go with the Christmas, and I'm going to put it here where it extends a little bit off the crushed curry. Okay, not finished yet. Let's take our ribbon, and I have this little, let's see what the name of this is. Windowpane check ribbon. It's an evening evergreen. Oh, Karen, you ordered it. I haven't yet, but I want to. And put that right in that corner. Then I'm going to take the Festive Jewels again, and this time I'm using the gold. The red in here is Cherry Cobbler, and this is like an orange-based red. So, thank you, Jean. I decided to go with the gold, okay, for this. And you could even put them in the center of your poinsettia. Where's my paper piercing tool? Here it is. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go like this one here. One here. And one here. Get all my things out of the way. So there is our second card. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for watching. Okay. All right, so there's our second card. I love these belly band cards, don't you? I mean, they're just fun. It holds the card closed very nicely. It's just a fun surprise for the recipient. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could even put designer paper right here on the inside. That would be extra fancy and super easy to do. Okay, so let me get both cards in here. Here's our fun fold, our gatefold with the belly band, and here's our thinking of you card. Thank you, Karen. And so again, with a $35 minimum purchase, I will send you the kits for both of these cards. Okay, that's my little special this week, my ordering incentive. And with a $50 order, I'll send you a third surprise kit, bonus kit, plus you'll get to choose a celebration item. And for this, you can, if you don't have this stamp set, you could use other sentiments and images on it, or if you decide to go ahead and you could order this bundle and then you'd get the free paper because it's, I believe it's $53 for the bundle, the dies, the embossing folder, and the stamp set. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. And so if I can help you with anything, let me know. I'll have the link in the video description after the video. And I hope to see you again next week. It's been fun doing a live and being able to interact with you live. And so anyway, thank you, Carol. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if I can help you with anything. And I will talk to you again soon. Okay, let's see if there's any questions. Oh, good luck, Jane. Good luck. Yes. Okay. Be on the lookout for some events, some online events coming up soon. And I'll talk to you later. Have a great evening. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.